This is the moment police break into the home of Chinese national Qian.
Police!
Police!
Where you are?
She's the mastermind behind the biggest money laundering scam in British history and earned herself 11.5 years behind bars.
We believe you're Zhimin Qian. Okay, you're under arrest. You're going to be arrested for money laundering.
They're arresting her on suspicion of laundering billions of pounds in stolen assets. But to understand how she got here, we need to go back to 2014. Back then, Qian set up a so-called investment firm called Laundering, or Blue Sky in English. It claimed to be developing high-end health products and to be mining cryptocurrency, with promised returns of up to 300% for its investors. Qian held flashy conferences and grand banquets to lure in her victims. That included one event at the Great Hall of the People where Chinese politicians meet. She even commissioned a promotional video advertising a luxury life in London for its investors. The video promoted a wealth management service called Britain Nice Life. It described the UK as the best private butler base and even has an eagle flying over a mountain range to the sound of dramatic music. And it showcased all of England's classic landmarks like Windsor Castle, St Paul's Cathedral and the Old Reading Church. But despite the cheesy promo, Qian was incredibly effective. The serial fraudster managed to convince 128,000 people, including thousands of pensioners, to hand over their life savings. But in 2017, wanted by Chinese authorities, Qian took the money and fled to Europe. She invested the money in cryptocurrency, now worth a staggering £5.5 billion. She used it to fund a luxurious lifestyle, travelling Europe using a fake passport, staying at the best hotels and buying designer jewellery. Her expensive tastes even earned her the nickname the Goddess of Wealth. And this crypto queen, as she was also called, had a detailed 6-year plan laying out her ambitions for a new life in Europe. That included becoming the Queen of Liberland, an unrecognised microstate consisting mostly of barren wetland on the Croatian-Serbian border. Later in 2017, Qian set her sights on England. She landed in Heathrow with a fake passport and rented a £17,000 per month mansion in Hampstead. Police raided the property in 2018 after her younger female assistant attempted to buy a £24 million home in London. That assistant, Jian Wen, was later jailed for 6 years for her part in laundering the money and ordered to pay back over £3 million. Prosecutors described how she acted as a front person, helping to secure luxury properties for her employer while disguising the true source of her fortune. Investigators found over £300,000 in cash and cheques at Qian's Hampstead home, and even a treasure map showing directions from a Harrods department store to a nearby safety deposit box. There they found devices containing the digital wallets for billions of pounds in cryptocurrency. Qian, though, slipped through the net again and went on the run across the UK for 5 years, living as a recluse in Glasgow and the Scottish Highlands. Investigators at the Met Police and the National Crime Agency finally traced her to a property in York where she was lying in bed when police broke in.
I've just got to record down your name, if that is all right. So what's your first name, please?
Yadi Zhang.
Okay. Can you spell that at all for me?
Y-A.
Yep.
D-I.
D-I. So you got Y-A.
Yeah.
D-I.
Zhang. Z-H-A-N-G.
Is that your surname, Zhang?
Yeah.
And Yadi's your first name?
Yeah.
And are you Miss or Mrs. or Ms?
Single.
Okay.
Qian had hired a team of domestic staff to cook, clean and shop for her. They were sworn to secrecy and made to sign a meticulous contract which would have forced them to pay around £8,000 if they even used their mobile phones. Qian initially pleaded her innocence, but later admitted to acquiring and possessing criminal property on the first day of her trial in 2024. Seng Hock Ling, a Malaysian national who helped her to find rental properties, also pleaded guilty to transferring criminal property after he was arrested in Leeds.
We've seized around 61,000 Bitcoin, currently valued at about £5 billion, and other non-crypto assets worth about £200 million or so. So this is the largest confirmed cryptocurrency seizure in the world by law enforcement at the moment. Confirmed seizure by law enforcement in the world. So there are other investigations ongoing, and it's definitely the largest money laundering investigation in the UK by value to date.
The cryptocurrency is already 20 times more valuable than when Qian first brought it to the UK. The question of who gets it is being decided in a separate proceeds of crime case. Much of it is likely to go to the many thousands of victims expected to make representations in that case. Any of the leftovers, though, could go straight to the British Treasury.